In the year 4567, the universe stretched far beyond the wildest imaginations of the 21st century, with humanity's reach extending into the darkest corners of space. The SS Horizon, a sleek vessel designed for long interstellar voyages, was on a routine mission to the edge of known space. Its crew of 7, led by Captain Alara Voss, lay in cryogenic suspension, their minds dreaming of distant stars while their bodies were preserved in the icy silence of the cryobeds. The first alarm shattered the quiet like a comet through the atmosphere. Captain Voss, disoriented and with her heart racing, emerged from her cryobed, the transparent lid hissing open as cold vapor curled around her. The ship was shaking, the artificial gravity malfunctioning, making her feel like she was walking on a swaying deck of an ancient sea vessel. The control panels blinked erratically, casting a staccato of red and amber lights across her face, painting her features with the urgency of their message. Stumbling through the narrow corridors, she reached the cockpit. The holographic interface of the navigation system was a chaotic dance of stars and numbers, the flight path a twisted line that should not have been. She flicked through the menus, her fingers trembling over the touch-sensitive controls. The star maps were wrong. The ship was not where it was supposed to be. The positioning data screamed at her from the screen. They were on a trajectory towards a black hole, one that had not been charted in their pre-mission briefings. The ship's instruments were in disarray. The main propulsion system showed critical warnings, the gravitational sensors were off the charts, and the emergency thrusters were unresponsive. The black hole's influence was already pulling at them, its invisible hands warping time and space around the SS Horizon. Captain Voss's heart sank as she realized the truth. The black hole, a void in space where light itself could not escape, was directly in their path. She attempted to maneuver the ship, pushing the retro thrusters to their limits, but the black hole's gravity was too strong. Their velocity was accelerating, the event horizon drawing ever closer. She checked the time dilation effects. Every second they were closer, time itself was bending. What felt like minutes on board would be eons to those outside their doomed trajectory. With no escape possible, Captain Voss faced the hardest decision of her career. She could leave the crew in their cryo beds, where they would never know the end was coming, or she could wake them, giving them a chance to face their fate with open eyes. Each cryo bed, a capsule of life suspended in time, now seemed like a cruel coffin. She decided to wake them. One by one, she activated the revival sequences. The beds hissed as they opened, releasing their charges into a reality they were not prepared for. Confusion turned to fear as they realized the situation. Captain Voss gathered them in the viewing dome, where the black hole loomed like an abyss in the void. "We have about 10 minutes before we cross the event horizon," she said, her voice steady despite the despair in her eyes. "You can choose to return to your cryo beds, to sleep through this, or you can spend these last moments with each other, with me here." The silence that followed was heavy, oppressive, like the gravity that was about to engulf them. The crew looked at each other, each face a canvas of emotions: fear, sorrow, acceptance. One by one, they made their choices. Some chose to return to the icy embrace of the cryo beds, seeking solace in oblivion. Others stayed, hands clasped, sharing stories, tears, and laughter, their last human moments filled with the poetry of existence. Captain Voss sat with those who remained, watching as the stars outside began to stretch and distort, the black hole's event horizon now a visible line of no return. She spoke of their journey, of the beauty they had seen, of the love they had shared, weaving their tale into the fabric of the universe they were about to join. As the ship crossed into the shadow of the black hole, time seemed to slow, each moment stretching into eternity. The ship's systems began to fail, one by one, as if they were being unmade. The lights dimmed, the screens went dark, but the human spirit, in its final moments, burned bright. In the end, there was no sound, no light, only the profound silence of the universe, consuming everything into its heart. The SS Horizon, with its crew, became part of the cosmic dance, a whisper of existence against the eternal night.